Pa pa para pa, pa pa para pa, pa pa para pa. Due litri, due litri anche per te. They are seeing what they need to be seeing.
Oh, our beautiful Robert Francis Kennedy Jr., quite a controversial figure, I think. I've seen many clips of him on the social. Uh, Interesting. I'll keep it interesting. So, what did he say, really? First off, he said, I'm not scared of a germ. I used to snort cocaine off of toilet seats. Again, I'm
Che
not scared of a
uomo.
germ. I used to snort cocaine off of a toilet seats. This is an actual quote from our lovely Kennedy Jr., who is the actual USA Secretary of Health and Human Services.
Who
That
is?
is
You said, right?
factual.
Yes, okay.
Who is an actual fact. So obviously the word sparked quite a controversy and a debate
For
around
the
him.
right reason, I think.
Yeah,
For a good reason.
but for what reasons? Because we need to give a little bit more context. So first of all, this was said on a podcast, so it wasn't like an interview, like it wasn't a press release at the White House with Theo Von.
Yes,
So
this
quite a
is
famous
the podcast, the famous podcast by Theo Von. It's very
this
famous
past weekend.
on the more right, let's say,
Yeah,
party society in the USA. This is the pastor, very famous actually. He is not very too
yeah.
much of a radical guy actually, but it's
No,
a fucking
he's
podcast.
quite
Okay,
he's
it's
really
not.
funny. He just said quite unhinged stuff. So it's just an actual funny thing. So it wasn't in a completely informal context. And in that episode, he was talking about his long history of kind of addiction and recovery, especially how he handled kind of continuing recovery without like throughout the whole kind of COVID-19 situation. Um, and actually, I think we should mention the full quote. So, kind of the longer version of the remark. He explained why he continued going to in person recovery meetings, even though it was not advised during the pandemic. And it says, like, I don't care what happens. I'm going to a meeting every day. I'm not scared of a germ. I used to snort cocaine off of toilet seats, and I know this disease will kill me if I don't treat it. It's just bad for my life.
Disease
So
means
actually,
addiction. Okay, not COVID
yeah,
in this case.
yeah. So actually, I think, well, like reading out the full quote, it makes a lot of sense, and I don't find it that well, possibly you wouldn't want to say that so publicly if you are in a you know that kind of public position. Um, but again, I don't think that it was treated fairly as a news, but like social never do. Um, so kind of yeah, the expanded version gives definitely more context, and I think it wouldn't have caught so much interest if it was treated fairly. Well,
Oh well, it's
so I have a quick question for you
yes. Go on,
regarding this,
please.
which is when public officials speak this casually, does it make them more human or like less credible? Do you think that him, admitting to his problems and his addiction and his kind of troubled past, does that make him more human, more likable, or less credible as a public figure and as kind of a leader in kind of an
Um,
important position?
I don't think it's. I think the point of all these let's so-called scandal, call it this way, is just his figure. I don't think I've always appreciated the fact of politicians trying to be closer to the normal class. Let's call it normal. So I think it's something I appreciate, and the situation is a very common social media trying to destroy you for any reason possible. Yes, that's it. There's not a deeper or more important things to look behind all this. Okay, it's not something
Yeah,
big. Okay, it's just the same old thing. Oh yeah, social media. You are a public figure. Haters will find everything they can to
yeah,
hate on you. They will always try and find something, and it's important what we try to do to go a little bit deeper in information, because as you
yeah,
said, the moment you start doing some research, you understand, oh, he did not fucking saying this on a White House
no,
conference. He said this on a fucking podcast on the web, a very informal place, talking
Yeah.
about something totally different that is not about his job. He was talking about his life, and it's a positive thing because he lets you say, "Oh yes, we're all human beings. We go through different path in life, and it's always good to to hear someone else's story, okay, and
Yeah.
this as well as another story, okay. Uh, the spark came because he is actually right now a very controversial figure in the topic of vaccines, in the topic of medicine. So that's the point. We try to make everything bad because the person is in some way bad,
Hmm.
okay, and that's it. That's the same. That's the story. It's social media bullshit, like
Yeah,
everything
like
we
all.
fucking see usually treat in this channel.
Yeah, like
And
everything being against the Melonian
yes,
world, and
it's
everything happening in Italy being connected.
yes, it's
Like how
made
people treat the news about um,
because
the
nobody
person that was in
analyzes.
contact with
Yes.
Musk that
Oh
ran
yes,
over
that
somebody,
we
and then they
we wanted,
posted
yes,
they reported the news.
we
They
avoided
reported the
to
news,
put that in the
putting a
episode.
picture of him with Meloni, which makes no sense.
It's
But yeah,
but
it's just
that's
everything.
our lovely friend Il Post. No, La Stampa. Sorry, Il Post. What the fuck? They're not at this level. But yes, that's the kind of thing that yes, try representing someone bad. It can always be bad in every situation. You fucking hug a fucking puppy, you will be sure they will find something bad about him hugging a puppy. So yeah, this topic I think is concluded. I think maybe do you have a different opinion on public figures or
No,
being more open? Okay, no,
no, I think
less formal than more open. Let's say this. It's better.
no, I think it definitely is better because it helps communication. It makes them feel closer to the population, and it's just if you speak the language of the population, then you can communicate and you can actually have a conversation, which is always good, right? That's what we try to have here. um
Yes,
so
it's
yeah.
important. Okay, first topic gone. 13 minutes, more or less. How much? A bit more, but we were quick. We were quick. We were quick. Nice, nice, nice. Yes, drinking also. Yeah, sorry. So nice. Thank you, Santana, for sponsoring this video. I will be waiting for my money. Um,
Thank you,
okay,
Fila, for sponsoring this video. I will be
Figa.
waiting for my clothes.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Oh, now next topic.